Robert Walpole, born on 26 August 1676 in Hogan, United Kingdom, died on 18 March 1745 in London. Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Britain, said, "Let sleeping dogs lie." Robert Walpole, 1st Earl of Oxford, known between 1721 and 1742 as Sir Robert Walpole, was a British politician who is generally regarded as the de facto first Prime Minister of Great Britain. Although the exact dates of Walpole's dominance, dubbed the Robinocracy, are a matter of scholarly debate, the period 1721 and 1742 is often used. He dominated the Walpole Townshend ministry as well as the subsequent Walpole ministry and holds the record as the longest serving British Prime Minister in history. W.A. Speck wrote that Walpole's uninterrupted run of 20 years as Prime Minister is rightly regarded as one of the major feats of British political history. Robert Walpole said, "Let sleeping dogs lie." Yes, when you are sleeping, what else you can get? Anything coming out from the mouth stings. Flowing water is fresh water, stagnant water stings. Very close to what he has understood. Let sleeping dogs, the people who doesn't work very, very hard, not just work, not the people who reaches to the smoke, but the people who understood the fire and lit it up to the highest temperatures to convert a stone into different ornaments. They can only tell the truth. They do not have to tell the truth. They'll walk the truth. And every action of theirs is truth, is what Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, said. Let sleeping dogs lie. You look at the person, you do not have to go to an astrologer. You do not have to go and look into their strategy, into their records. I once was with a Japanese businessman. And we went, I do not want to tell that particular country. We went to one particular place to do business, and they were asking us to visit their place to do business. I was in the beginning days with doing export business and car engines and cars, etc. So we went to one place on the invitation, and my Japanese friend who was with me, like a guarantor, business partner, was telling, just stand here and watch. I said, that man has got a massive political backup. That is what every Japanese businessman wanted when he started a company. He wants to know whether he has got a police backup, local mafia gang backup, and local contacts, and of course money, power, before we can invest. With all that, he still wanted me to check whether we can stand in the road and find out whether we can invest in that particular place. Not about that man's power and political backup and police backup, but he wants to know whether we can invest money, we'll get the money back. So we stood on the road and said, "Look, Mr. Rakum, find out whether vehicles are running non-stop." I said, "What has that got to do?" He said, "Just watch." And vehicles are not running non-stop, they do not invest in that city. Because if vehicles are running non-stop, then people in that city has got money to burn. People have got money to burn, then we can invest money because we can make them burn. If they do not have money to burn, then what's the purpose of me putting the money over here? Because the person who has got money, he will eat my money. I have to get my money back. Can you believe? You do not have to have a 200 years history also. You just look at the person. You don't have to go into astrology. Just sitting there and understanding, but vehicles are running non-stop. Vehicles are not running if they do not have money. And second thing he said is, find out if there are more hospitals. If there are more hospitals, invest. If there are no hospitals, more gymnasium, less hospitals, then do not invest, because gymnasium means people, flowing water, fresh water. They will always tell the truth. They will take it. We cannot make much money. There are more hospitals, we invest. Can you believe that tactic? I was shocked. Let Robert Walpole, he understood long back. He said, let sleeping dogs lie. You know what should I answer to them? There's no need to answer anything to them. Like Satya Sai Baba said, Why should I understand? Why should I answer people who do not understand what I'm telling? Yes, there's no need to answer. Robert Walpole said, let sleeping dogs lie. You can understand the lie. You are a sleeping dog if you are sitting at home. If you are not loved your family, if you are not created a joint family and a family tree, you work hard, the sweat which is coming out of the body, it is cooked in slow fire, and you can see the water coming out of the slow fire from the chicken, from the vegetables, and the sweat coming out with salt water. You don't have to put salt. People who have not worked hard put salt. People who have worked hard will put water to boil. People who have worked hard will never buy oil, because you can get oil from the vegetable, from the chicken, or whatever it is. You can get it from the person. Yes, that's the connecting link. So beautiful. Let sleeping dogs lie. Yes. Then you do not get an orgasmic experience of what life you have taken. Robert Walpole was a political person, but he knew whom to listen and whom not to listen. Yes. This is the base of understanding. Let sleeping dogs lie. They keep on lying. But when you see something flowing, then it is an orgasmic experience. Then you can roar like a 1,000-man warrior. You can feel, you can use that person. He will roar for a 1,000-man warrior. He'll walk like a 1,000-man warrior. Yes, and you do not have to sting. Otherwise, let sleeping dogs lie. If he's walking slow, he's ugly, means he is not working very hard. He's not working hard in the sense he's not giving his full talent out, like what Lalu Prasad Yadav, the ex-chief minister of Bihar, said. The last drop of milk from the udder of the HF cows will make the cow healthy, and we make the profit. If that person who cannot give the last talent, he will not become healthy, and we have to spend money for his disease. His loose motion of his going around and talking against us, instead of helping us to take us one more step forward. If you help us to take us one more step forward, we can feed another 100 more, another 1,000 more. This was the stability of Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, said, let sleeping dogs lie. Take this one, business people. You can just look at the people who are working for you. Yes, and people who are going to work also find out if the chairman or the managing director of that company is sitting in an air-conditioned room, then he has got corona. Don't go to that company. He will also spread. He has got a lie. Now they're telling, don't sit. See, corona came to tell us the man should sweat it out. Sweat is very important. Flowing water. He should work with you, shoulder to shoulder. Rub shoulders with you. The man who sits separately, then that company is going to die. He will take you also. The dying person will catch on to the last straw. Leave that company. It is both ways. Robert Walpole said, let sleeping dogs lie. In my country, there is huge amount of people who are liars. In the sense, not working very hard, living on the borrowed food. Today somebody sent me a picture of a rat in a bottle filled up with all the best food, and then the rat keeps on eating the food, and after some time he's enjoying the food. He forgot that the food is getting empty. It is lower and lower and lower, reached to the extremes, and now that rat cannot escape from that bottle. He has already gone down into the bottle. Now anything we put inside, he will be able to eat. He will eat. First, it was the best food. Those are the dogs that lie. They are of no use. They'll continue to eat you, and then they'll not find a way to escape. Neither will allow you to escape. We want people to work hard, in the sense it becomes love. Love is beautiful. When you have so much of love, then you do not look at the time, you do not look at the energy. Energy flows, explodes like a volcanic eruptions. Yes. If that can happen, then no country, not only India, no country in the world will live in poverty. First thing is, people should learn to listen, and people who listens are the people who work very hard. Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, said, let sleeping dogs lie. This is my 140th short discourse.